Good morning everyone and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. I have a wonderful design team haul for you today and it's fabulous, and it's also Fabulous Friday. So at my ready I have my ruler, my wonderful ruler. I shall not forget to measure, and this is a surprise creation design team haul, and some of these dies are my designs, but I will hold back on those till the end. Right, here is an absolutely awesome die. It is a double whammy. It's a double set of skinny dies, slimline dies, skinny dies, whatever it is you choose to call them. You go all the way down to your sentiment strip, and then you've got your fabulous ones here, and you've also got the decal edge version in this set. So let's go. I like to do the cut lines for you, and that is 8 inches, and then let's go across here to the largest one by 3.5 inches. Aren't those awesome? You just know I'm going to be coming back on Monday with some samples, and my garden is nice and tidy. I've done all my weeding and I can just spend the whole weekend crafting because all my chores are done. I'm happy about that. Next up is a fabulous curved edge square. These are great because you can do different sizes of shaker with them. Makes it nice and easy to sort of like choose the next size down so that you've got some space to put your tape if you like making shakers but you don't like frames that are too thin. And it's just a wonderful set of dies. Now the biggest one on that is 6 inches, and I believe it's a true square. Yes it is. It's a 6-inch square. And then next up is the rectangles, and of course all the way down again you can make this one into a sentiment strip, and the length of that cut line to cut line is 7 inches, and then going across is 5 inches, so you know just how big the mouth of your die cut machine needs to be. But I'm fondling these because I just think they're awesome, and to get it all in just one set of dies is just a brilliant idea. Right, now we get to mine, and I'm going to start with the biggest one first. And as I say, I'm going to be back with my samples on Monday, and this is a peppermint candy stripe die, and you have a huge, and I'm going to lift it off the backing here, and I mean huge, number 25, that if you want to make yourself a very quick card you can, just by popping that onto your red and white backgrounds. You could cut this in silver or gold. You can decorate it up with poinsettia, holly, berries, whatever it is that you choose to do. But just check out the size of those numbers. Are they not awesome? I think they're awesome. She said to me, are you sure you want to make numbers that big? These are just a fraction under 5 inches. And I said, yes, absolutely, because you can use them on a card like this, you can use them on a banner, or you can cut several, layer them up so they're nice and chunky and thick, and make yourself a fabulous tree ornament. So there is my first one, and I'm going to measure the peppermint for you, and that one is 5.5 inches by 4. So that is your candy stripe with your 25. Next up, I did a little berry and pine bow die, and these are in 3 different sizes, so they can be layered up into a lovely sprig, and you can dot your little berries around. And the largest of the boughs is, because it's a bit of an awkward angle there, it's 3.5 inches, and then at its widest point just over 2.25 inches. So you know you could cut a few of those and you can pop them around your 25 and put them onto your peppermint background. Of course it doesn't have to be a peppermint, it can be used all year round. And then next up is my absolutely cute, measured to take your smallest width of sticky tape there, and that is a shaker die, which is a snow globe, so you can have some great fun with that. And then you've got your little label which will sit in that panel there. It does fit, it's just that you've got that broad edge which will also emboss for you. Now I hope I'm not all blurred. There it is. You've got your hangy loop, so you can use it as a tag or just tie a bow through it and pop it on a card. But that's how it will look when done, and that will just sit in there for your little sentiment or little image or whatever it is that you choose to use. And measuring that from the hangy loop down, cut points is 3 inches, and then going across at its widest point there is 2 inches cut line to cut line. So that is your snow globe shaker. Next up we have snowflakes, and we can't live without snowflakes at this time of the year, and they're just useful for just scattering around everywhere. So a fabulous set of snowflakes, and this one is the largest one, and it is 1 inch across. So that's a great size for dotting around on your Christmas projects. We're doing Christmas in July here, have you noticed? And then next up from Surprise Creation are poinsettia dies. Now you can layer these up or you can use them separately, but they are smooth and they are textured. This one is very realistic. Cut that in foamy round and twist it about and you'll have a very realistic poinsettia there. It's really pretty, and you've got a pine bough here too. And then this one is a smooth version, if that's the way that you like it. I would actually use both together. Yeah, I mean, I would be totally greedy and just layer them all up together. I just think they're gorgeous. And so the size of that poinsettia is going across there. We've got almost 2.5 inches. So it really is a lovely size. And then this one, if we go across, is cut line to cut line. It's almost 2.5 inches again. In fact, if I pull one off and layer it over the other, let's have a look. She always sends out her dies on really good adhesive tape, and I end up messing everything up. So there is your smooth and there is your pattern. And if we move them across each other, obviously different shapes, but still very complementary. I just absolutely love those. So, you know, as I say, I'm going to be back on Monday with loads of samples. That's going to be one of the things that I'm going to be using. Next up is another of my designs, and these are a gorgeous set of ornaments, which you've got a plain one that you can stamp or use pattern paper or cut it and emboss it to make yourself an ornament, or it becomes the backer for these three, which when put together will spell joy. Now I'm going to peel them off. I don't know if you're going to be able to necessarily work out the lettering if I flip them over, but as I say, it says joy. And if I get these out, the slimline dies, they're dies created to go onto your slimline card, and they'll go the whole length of it for you. So that is the joy ornaments, and I'm only going to need to measure one, so I'll just hold that one in my hand and I'll measure that one. And the length of that is cut line to cut line, let me see, is 3.1/8 inches. Going across, we have a fraction under 2 inches wide. So they really are a gorgeous size. You can bundle them together to make a tag on a bag, use them once again as ornaments on the Christmas tree, and back on Monday with samples of those. And last but not least, this is my very first character die. I've never ever designed a character die before, and to be completely honest with you, I thought I'll never be able to design anything like that because I'm absolute rubbish. So what I did was I tried, and this is what I've got. This is my snowman, and when fully made up, because that's how I'm going to have to measure him, he's going to be quite large. He's got a cute little face. His little eyes will cut out so you can replace them. And I gave a round nose rather than a carrot nose because I wanted him to be more sort of retro, cute and retro. So that's basically how he looks. You're going to pop his hat on. He can be at a jaunty angle, or it can be straight above the top of his head. He's got 2 layers of scarf so that one will sit on top of the other. He's got his little twiggy arms, which, you know, they go there. And then he's got 3 little buttons, and these buttons are sized appropriately because once you've cut your buttons out, don't throw your cardstock away because it's the template look for shading the cheek. So you can give him nice rosy or even icy blue cheeks there by using that particular circle as the template to go into there. So that is my first ever character die, and I'm very pleased with myself. Because you should see the state of my ancient software. I do everything with a mouse and a mouse click, and my husband actually bought me a art tablet, and I have been using that, and I'm quite impressed with it. But my software is archaic. You know, I can't afford Illustrator and stuff like that, and so I just do things by hand, and I just teach myself as I go along. And thankfully you don't have to do it onto cardstock because you can just delete. You don't have to keep throwing paper in the bin. But that is my very first character die, and I am looking forward to making that on Monday. Once again, he fits on these gorgeous, this double set of slimline dies. Right, as usual, yes, have a fabulous weekend, and all links are below. And I'll be up on Monday with samples, and just have a wonderful time. I'm babbling on because I just drank too much coffee this morning. But anyway, just have an awesome weekend. Bye.